wanna go where everybody knows your name.
I just realized I blew out your eardrums with that because I have the volume on the desktop audio like cranked. So I am so sorry for that. Whoopsie. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn it down in post anyways. So do you remember? Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to the Farming Sim Let's Play episode. I don't even care. Do you remember there was a time when I used to grind Farming Sim for like an entire day before I'd make an episode? Okay. This is this weekend's grinding. A little bit. I've played some Saturday and basically most of today, and there's $731,000 in the bank. Now, interesting things. So, one thing, I had to update my precision farming mod because it was glitched. I was praying there was an update, and there was, and so it fixed. Yeah, luckily it fixed the glitch, but it doesn't seem. Wow, why is the pH? Yeah, looks like it's time to go and lime everything. Luckily, though, I guess I haven't shown this. I took the fertilizer out of the one spreader and put lime in it because I have no need for fertilizer anymore. None whatsoever. I have completely switched to just grinding soybeans, which are a great cash crop anyways. I get like $150,000 per harvest if I sell them at $1,700 per 1,000 liters or whatever. So that's good. That we're making money. We're making lots of money. That's how I've gotten to this point. And then also, once the nitrogen levels get high enough, I then plant cotton and sunflowers. But sunflowers do not bring enough. They bring less than soybeans. And actually, I was waiting for this price. I was hoping it would hit 1,500, but I was disappointed. So originally, I was going to make this Let's Play Monday night. However, I realized today after I did my homework, and it was like, oh god, my homework's done. I have a natural resources test, not to study for, to do. It's no open book, do at your own terms. That's due Tuesday morning, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to get that done. So I was like, okay, well we'll do it tonight. I was like, okay, 11 o'clock tonight after the soybean harvest, we'll do it. We'll do it. Oh. I then realized again that I have to edit tomorrow's Minecraft Let's Play. So I was like, well, I better get this show on the road, shall we? So I just quickly opened up Streamlabs, which took forever. I don't know, my SSD has been taking forever to load things. I don't know what its deal is. I might have malware. I should probably figure out how to wipe that again. But point is, it's no big deal. It's not affecting anything yet. Anyways, and also it could just be because I have programs loaded all the time, and my computer is probably saturated with heat. Wow, yeah, it's pumping out a good amount of heat, almost as much as my heater that's at the floor that's supposed to be keeping me warm. Even though it has been warm the past few days, it is still cold in my room. It just hasn't been warm enough outside to warm up the soil. So that's what I've been waiting on. Anyways, so okay, what did I? Oh, I was gonna write a poem for today. Yeah, I never did that. I had this poem idea, and I never got around to it. Doesn't mean I won't end up doing it at some point, but I sure would like to. So, I never... So, silly me forgot to mention some things on the podcast. We talked about the future of the channel, but then we got distracted. And the whole fourth segment for this week is kind of just rambling on and on and on about some bullcrap. It's not as good as it could be. Sometimes the fourth segment is very good. This fourth segment was not good. So it's a 2-hour podcast, but the whole fourth segment is not good. And I hear people's complaints saying, like, why don't you make a shorter podcast? And me and Phil looked at each other and were like, watch the highlights. And we even say this on the podcast in the third segment. So if you want to hear us read your comments, watch the third highlight on the podcast. Watch that next Tuesday, okay? Next Tuesday, you can see that. Or you can watch the entire podcast and skip, because I have the little brackets in there, skip to the third segment. Although, to be fair, the person who's complaining doesn't even watch the videos anymore, so I'm not even gonna fret. Anyways, so yeah, let's talk farming sim, shall we? So, in the last episode, I never laid out specifically what it is I'm planning to do here. Oops, I meant to push X. I pushed Q again. What am I grinding for here? Horses. And you may be thinking, Doc, you don't need that much money to get horses. Well, I need the equipment to get horses. And like, Doc, you don't need this kind of money to even get basic equipment. Damn it, not X. I want B, please. Jesus. You're thinking like, Doc, you don't need this kind of equipment to get started with horses at a basic level. I know. The point of this is because I want to go big or go home when it comes to these horses. So I am going to... I want some good equipment and some good stuff to do these horses with. And so today, I spent some time while watching soybeans grow. I spent a good amount of time making a list of things I will need. First thing on the list is another Quadtac, which we will buy in this episode today. Second thing on the list is a seeder. We're buying this seeder that I've been fantasizing over for a while. It's fun. It's extremely overkill for like all of our fields, but I don't care. And then of course we'll get this air cart, even though I don't even plant with fertilizer, and I always have them pay for the seeds. Might as well go biggest, baddest, bestest. So yeah. Then we have a mower, and you may be thinking, why are you gonna buy the big M? Can't you just get individual mowers you put on your tractor? No, screw off. I don't want those. No, I want the big M. Okay. And then baler and pickup, it'll just be the best square baler and the best square baler pickup, the cheapest one, anyway, not the most expensive one. And then the biggest and baddest header and swatters, of course. And then the next item on the list is land. And actually, I think I'm going to buy this land before I buy the baler and pickup, just because more land, more money. And what land? You're probably thinking, oh, Doc, you've been fantasizing about this land for a long time. Are you talking about this one? No. I did some experimentation over in another world, building the same kind of thing I have now. And it causes some problems building the big horse paddock here. So I was like, let's buy this. It's the flattest land in the game. I could then also combine these these 3 fields into one big field. And then I can also eventually expand over to here, even though that's a really crappy field. These are pretty good fields. These are really crappy. But if we're putting grass on it, that's no big deal. Basically, that's what this is all going to be used for, is just to grind grass and that kind of stuff for the horses. So yeah, we're going to really go and change some things. So this field here, once we get horses, will be strictly for oats, and then obviously grinding soybeans to get the nitrogen levels up without having to pay for fertilizer, and making money off of that in the process. So this will be completely this will be oats, so I can get straw, so I can get that in a nice straight line. This will probably continue to be cotton or something, and this I'm probably going to combine into one big field, and it will be cotton. And maybe this will be whatever I want it to be. I don't know. Corn, whatever. Any random. It doesn't really matter. And this will just be hay. So, straw. So, straw, hay, cash crops. That's the plan. And so after that land, we then have the actual horse paddock, and horses. We're buying the one that holds 16 of them. That is like $2 million. Yeah, $2 million once you sell all those horses. So we will be making lots of money very, very quickly. I will love it. Which means we could buy bigger, better equipment and buy up all the fields. And then, like, I think maybe the goal for the series is to basically just buy up all the land. And once I buy up all the land, probably end the series, and we'll switch to a modded map so that I don't have to go and specifically buy this. Because I was originally going to buy this and place it right here, and problem solved. But nope. We can't do that. So, yeah. Anyways, what's after that? Oh, and then also, I guess, before the horses, I need a loader for the for one of the cases. I'm not gonna sell the cases. They're worth like $15,000 probably after you take them to the market. After you take them to the shop, that's not worth my time. And they can be used for horse stuff. And then also, we'll get a bale spike and the bucket, of course, not just a loader. And then we'll get the big semi-hauled water thing. We won't be buying another semi-truck yet. I would like to buy another semi-truck, and we probably will buy another semi-truck after we buy all of the stuff. This is like $2 million here, okay, on the table. I do not have $2 million. As you can see, I'm about to go spend $500,000. You know, but that doesn't get me... That doesn't get me any closer to the end goal here. Ah, this damn train. It's gonna cause me grief. Is that cotton? The biggest field in the game is... Wow, that is awful. Wow. Is that a... Can you... Contracts. What field is this? 8? Not on here. It's just something you could get. I tell you, if we had a $1.2 million to buy that field, it'd be a lot of cotton. It wouldn't pay for it. However, if you get cotton at $3,100, which I saw it hit right after I just sold my cotton, because it had a great demand and it skyrocketed, and I was like, bruh. I was not happy. Not happy at all. But whatever, didn't matter. I wanted the money, so I went and got it. So yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan to make us a bunch of money. Is horses, because horses make a lot of money, and then maybe we'll get like sheep in the future as well. excuse me, as things continue to go along, and we'll get some other animals as well. But that is the outline for the series, and I realized I forgot some of this over here. You can't even actually see it, so it doesn't matter. It's insignificant, pointless. Right. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. We're gonna buy a bunch of stuff to get horses, so we can do horses right and be able to sustain them, and also, you know, with that big mower, we can do silage in the future. And something I would like to do is figure out what form of silage is best. Oh, have a full grain cart. Wow. Let me hop in the Quadtac here. Quadtac 1. Should be able to name them. It's like once you get like a bunch of Quadtacs, well, what are you supposed to do? Now I realize most people don't buy a bunch of the same tractors, but why would you not buy all of the most powerful tractors in the game? Why would you not? I don't understand the reasoning behind not doing that. Now, obviously, yes, I'm gonna have this other case tractors just because little tractors are nice. Maybe someday I will upgrade them to like Pumas or something, or Magnums. So they still have lots of power, but they're not. But they don't give up anything like the Quadtac. I don't think you can put a front loader on the Quadtac, to my knowledge. So I don't remember what version of the Quadtac did we buy. Like, I know it was. Can you only upgrade the motor? I can't remember if you can upgrade the tracks as well. I think it's just the motor. We'll have to go and see, because I mean, if you can get wider tracks, I guess we'll get wider tracks. I really don't remember which one it was. I'm assuming I don't see. I would have bought wider tracks if you get wider tracks on like all my test worlds. So I'm starting to think maybe you can't. Well, I don't know. We're gonna go to the store and drool over brand new Quadtac once we load up with soybeans here. Whew. An auger wagon will be something nice. Once we get into really, really big fields, an auger wagon will be something we need to look into. And this tipper can be used for something else. I wanted, instead of getting a baler, I wanted to get a forage harvester, which is just way more expensive, but a forage harvester will be useful in the future because I want to get into poplar. Because I've experimented with sugarcane, potatoes, sugar beets, everything. I have never done poplar. I always forget poplar is a thing. Like in the intro, I did every crop but poplar. I completely forgot you can do poplar. I always forget about it. And like, there's some really cool stuff we could do with poplar. So that's something I would just like to do in the future. Okay, so we got that filled up. Now oh, to the store. To the store. To the store. To the store. Visit. Oh my god. Hello? It's 6:28. I'm here to buy your stuff. Hello? Hey, is anybody in there? I think it's a little early to be going to the shop. Oh, we're breaking in. Wow, you have a very nice selection. Oh, do I know what I want? Actually, see, there we go. Hey, it's Magnum. Oh, do I know what I want? Oh, you know, it's a hard decision. It's a very, very difficult decision. Oh, I already spent $500,000 without consulting you at first. Yeah, that's yep, that's been a pleasure working with you, businessman. Hey, you don't have the keys to that Quadtac, bro. I got the keys to everything. I got the keys to your heart. Oh, wow. Quadtac. Brand new Quadtac. Brand new Quadtac. Yeah. Brand new Quadtac. Okay. We have $209,000. That means we need another $562,000 to go. Yay. Not like that will be hard or easy or difficult or whatever. No, that's going to take time. As this Quadtrac's basically going to just sit parked for a while. It might go and tear up a field once or twice if the other Quadtrac is busy. But, yeah, it's going to just sit parked pretty in a shed. So, actually, should we go park in the shed? Let's go park in the shed. As a, I bought it because we're going to need it in the future. We just don't need it right now. I just like to buy it so I don't forget that that's what we are working towards. So you could just go park in here. Oh God, don't run the gator over. Oh God. Boom, look at that. Jesus. Mwah. Hold on, I gotta kiss the front. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful Case Quadtrac. And truth be told, you may think, oh, this guy's a Case fanboy. No. If John Deere came out with a 9RX that was more powerful than the Quadtrac, I'd be buying the Case 9RX. Or 8RX, whatever the heck it's called. But they do not have that. Or if Cat made something, or if Claws, I would actually really like to buy a Claws. I kind of like Claws better than I like Case. But that's besides the point. The point is, if these other companies come out and make more powerful tractors, I would buy one, okay? In base game or official DLC. So I'm not talking, I'm not talking like the Big Bud mods that you can buy, okay? Like official DLC, alright? And if I remember correctly, wasn't the Big Bud like actually an official DLC at one point? I think it was. I don't know why it's not now, or maybe it is. It's just in the mod hub as an official DLC. I'm not sure. Somebody will have to let me know in the comments. But that's besides the point. What? I was like, what time is it? I'm like, see, it's 10:45, but that doesn't tell me how much time we have been recording. We're recording about 22 minutes, so that's good. So okay, so quick question: how many of you guys have actually been out in a field with a combine harvesting and gone over to the beans? I don't know, this just doesn't give me the same vibe just because I can't feel the wind in my face. I guess I also don't have the sound up all the way, but even then it just doesn't sound quite like a harvester always did. And I don't know, it never quite, these don't sound quite like what the harvesters I'm used to hearing. Because you can hear the thrashing and the shh. And also you can hear this ooh, something like that, from a long distance. You can hear that. You can't really hear that in farming sim. So, I don't know. Just an interesting thought. I just want to know how many people have actually been out and seen harvesters in action. Because I have. It's cool. I loved riding a harvester. Oh, that was my favorite. When the fall rolled around, that was my thing. I'd call up the neighbor and be like, hey, can I come ride in your combine with you? And he'd be like, sure, why not? And I'd go ride. I'd just literally get my homework done ASAP, and then go out there and hop in the combine. I'd spend basically all night there, or until supper, or maybe I'd go after supper sometimes if my homework took too long. Yeah, so I'd get out on the four-wheeler and just zip out there. Those were the days. Do I have that on here? I don't remember. I think I do. I think I do.
Those were the days.
It cuts off because they go, those were the days, and you knew you. There isn't a pause there. It's a very like abrupt into it. So it's.
You look like Iron Man now.
That's not the right one.
Those were the days.
And you knew you were there. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. If you don't know what show I am referring to, that is All in the Family. If you know the name Archie Bunker and his wife Edith Bunker. I can't think of what his daughter's name is, and I can't. Oh, his son-in-law. His name is Michael. Yeah, Michael. He's Polish, and Archie makes fun of him, and Archie's also very racist. Personally, I prefer Sanford and Son. Give me a minute here, actually. I gotta show you something. We're gonna talk about Sanford and Son. Personally, I prefer Sanford and Son. Judging by the fact that I own every single episode on DVD. I would love to get it all on digital. That's something I would like to do. I also want to buy every Mythbusters episode on digital, which you can do on Vudu, and I might do it. My stimulus check. I'm not going to get the original stimulus checks, unfortunately, it seems. But it does look like I do qualify for this next stimulus. I think got passed anyways. So that's pretty exciting. I won't spend it on that. I'm going to spend my tax return on Mythbusters and maybe even All in the Family. We'll see. But anyways, Sanford and Son was the rival to All in the Family. And it is... I like it better because it's not... Because in All in the Family, so Archie Bunker is the main character. And it's just him arguing with his son-in-law, Michael. He calls him Meathead. The Quadtac's in the way. That's all they do. Is they just argue and argue and argue and argue, and it's funny sometimes, but like I can't get through it so many times. Sanford and Son can get repetitive as well. It has its flaws, don't get me wrong, but I think Red Fox is just funnier than his last name's O'Reilly, I think, the actor. Don't quote me though. Yeah, so Red Fox though, oh man, that's a good show. It's tragic how Red Fox died. He's the guy that played Fred Sanford. Actually, I used to have the theme music, so the intro, for Sanford and Son as my ringtone for like my dad, because my dad and I love Sanford and Son. I used to have as my ringtone on my old phone, but I can't get that easily anymore. Maybe with my new phone, I will. Oh, speaking of new phone, I've got all kinds of news. I did not talk about this on the podcast, and I should have. I ordered a new phone. Yay, white boy flexing. And this isn't tax return money. This wasn't even my bonus from work. This was my own hard-earned cash. I do have to send old Reliable in, unfortunately. So once it shows up here on March 23rd, I have to send old Reliable in. I will miss my Galaxy S9. Just because of how much pain my previous phone brought me, and how this made my life so much better and so much easier. And it has been a great past 2.5 years with this phone. I kid you not. This phone, I love it. And I hate to see it go. And I hate to see it get replaced with something with an arguably worse screen and arguably worse build quality, like Galaxy S21. But in a year, or less than a year now, it's already begun. This year, this is its last year of consistent updates. No, I think it's just quarterly this year. I don't remember if it was next year was quarterly or this year was quarterly. Either way, I did actually have a lot more time with this phone than I thought I was going to get. Yeah, I think this year was just quarterly updates. And I don't want to send it in and get recycled because I love it. But at the same time, $350. It's worth $350. And that's a lot of money. And I was able to buy the phone several weeks a bit ahead of schedule because I didn't have to spend an extra $350. That's 2 paychecks. It's less than 2 paychecks, but it's 2 paychecks. That's 2 more weeks I would have had to wait, and I didn't want to do that. And so I'm sending her in to get recycled. And I don't want to do it. And, I'm looking at it, and I don't want to do it. But hopefully it'll piss me off again, because it does, from time to time, piss me off. In the event that it has a habit of just not letting you do anything. It'll just do whatever it wants. And you have no control. And forcing a restart is the only thing you can do. And forcing restarts or restarting your phone frequently on a Galaxy S9 can soft brick it. And requires you to do some stuff to get around it that I could probably do, but I'd rather not. So I was like, I got to send it in. And also, its battery's gonna probably be done. It's on its last legs. Some days I make it through with like only 50% left, with 50% left in the day, which is a very good day. And other days, there's not much left at all. Sometimes I have to charge it, but those are really heavy use days, and those don't happen a lot. So it's definitely, the battery, it lasts. However, it also has a brightness glitch from time to time where 50% brightness, actually a little less than 50% brightness, is the brightest it will get. And also, there's a risk that it will burn in the next year, and burn-in looks awful. I had an old computer screen back when I was a kid that had burn-in, and it was annoying. Really, really annoying. Burn-in, if you kids, burn-ins, it's funny. Burn-in's funny because it did not exist. Burn-in was like an older generation's problem, okay? But now it's also a new generation's problem with OLEDs, because OLEDs are organic light emitting diodes, so they will just break in a certain position, either on or off. Usually on, and so that causes a burn-in if you keep if this was an OLED screen, I played Farming Sim a lot. This part down at the bottom, at the very bottom, like the miles per hour, that little circle would burn into the screen. The clock and the euro symbol, that would burn into the screen. The map, the outline of the map would burn to the screen. The outline of the controls might burn to the screen. The word controls would burn to the screen. The tractor would burn into the screen. That would all burn into the screen. And you can't really get rid of it without replacing the whole panel. And so this was a big deal on older displays, and is now a big deal on... What is this thing doing? And it was big deal on old screens. It is not that big of a deal anymore, unless you have OLED. And so there is a possibility that I could see some burn-in the next year or so. But I don't run it at max brightness, so it's extremely unlikely. And speaking of max brightness, I don't think it's as bright as it used to be. And I think, I, I simply think that. And also, I hope this next screen is brighter. See, the next screen is an upgrade. It's a downgrade in resolution, but it's an upgrade, and I think brightness, the picture, and refresh rate. I don't really care about the refresh rate. I'm gonna probably leave it at 60, maybe 90. Last time I looked at a high refresh rate screen, it gave me a headache and kind of made me nauseous. So, it gave me a headache. Last time I looked at one, it kind of felt sick. It was on a phone at Walmart. I couldn't really tell the difference anyways. My eyes just, I don't know. I can't pick it up. I don't really care about high refresh rate, to be honest. I've literally, up until I got this computer, my gaming experience, including on my phone, was less than 30 frames per second. So, running at 60 FPS smooth like this, well, this is the life for me. This is all I need. So running my phone at above 60 is it's kind of pointless and a waste of battery. So yeah. Yeah. So, right. What was I? Yeah. So, I buy a new phone, and also, why is the brightness a big deal? Well, if flying my drone, that's the biggest deal. It's hard to fly my drone when I cannot see the screen. That's a really big problem and really annoying. I don't fly my drone that often, but when I do, it's really inconvenient. I can't have it at full brightness, so. Anyways, yeah, so I ordered a new phone. The money's already taken out of my account. And yeah. So, I actually won't be getting my tax return for a while because my dad and my accountant were figuring out this whole Corona check thing. My dad hasn't told me to go schedule a meeting with my accountant yet, so my check is gonna be huge this year, which is I'm bragging. I'm sorry. I don't need to do that. I shouldn't do that, but it is. And I feel blessed and thankful, and I just think to myself, how am I gonna spend that? It's like, save it. I want to spend it, and I'm going to. On what? I don't know. What I'll probably do is, since I have this coronavirus, this COVID relief check, spending list, I will probably start to make a dent. So, HDMI capture card will be the first thing. I'll probably buy Mythbusters on Voodoo. I'll think about it. I'll try and see if I can't find Sanford Son on Voodoo as well. I kind of want to also get Smokey and the Bandit on Voodoo. I was trying to get it on Blu-ray. It's really annoying, so just get it on Voodoo. And I can watch it whenever I want on Voodoo, wherever I want. I do like Smokey and the Bandit. It's a fun movie. 1 and 2. I don't remember 3. I don't remember what 3 is. And 3, I don't think 3 is not good. I know 2 is good. 2 is alright. 1 is the best, but 2 is alright. I don't think 3 is any good, if I can remember. Yeah, I'll go down my list of things, and if you want to know what's on my COVID relief check spending list, you can go watch that video. What I will probably end up buying is the HDMI capture card, because that's just YouTube stuff. The power station. maybe the batteries. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'll have to like on here I kind of put it in order how I want to spend it. But I'm probably going to go off order just because I'm not going to match it up exactly. So I don't know. We'll see. I will see. It's all just thoughts in my head, hopes and prayers. We are at 40 minutes, which I think is a good enough time. If this scene, I don't know. Let me know how this episode was. I think I kind of felt a little distracted, but I don't think it's as bad as it has been in the past. Let me know. In the meantime, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Why does everybody want to talk to me? New Farming Sim Let's Plays every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night. Oh, what an episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed what you watched and you want to see where the series started, go check out the playlist. If you want to see more, and so you don't miss a single second, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me a sweet watch time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.